Hey everyone, welcome to the show. What if the world told you you couldn't before you even had a chance to start?
That's a tough one to think about.
It is.
Yeah.
Today we're taking a look at a memoir that flips that script entirely.
Totally.
Rebel Queen by Susan Polgar.
I love this book.
It's a wild ride.
It really is.
And I think what really drew me to it initially, and maybe you too, is this idea of defying expectations.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's not just a chess story.
No.
It's about this family, this experiment they embarked on, to cultivate genius.
Right.
And then breaking into this, male-dominated world of competitive chess.
Yeah.
It's a memoir, right?
Yes, it is a memoir.
It's Susan Polgar's own account.
It is.
Of her incredible journey.
Yeah.
From, a young girl in Hungary.
Yeah.
To becoming a chess grandmaster.
Becoming a legend.
A legend, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So for those who haven't read the book yet, and don't worry, no spoilers here.
We won't spoil anything.
It essentially chronicles her life from, her early introduction to chess by her father,
Right.
who had this really interesting educational philosophy.
Oh, totally.
To her rise through the ranks of competitive chess, all while facing,
obstacles.
Yeah, all these obstacles and prejudices, just because she was a woman.
Yeah.
In a very, very male-dominated field.
Exactly.
So before we dive into the specifics,
Yeah.
what were some of the things that stood out to you as you're reading Rebel Queen?
Well, for me, it was really that unwavering belief from Susan's parents.
Oh, totally.
I mean, they had this vision.
Yeah.
And they just stuck with it.
Yeah.
They were so committed to nurturing their daughter's talents.
Yeah, and not just in chess, right?
Not just in chess. No.
Yeah.
They believed in a holistic kind of
approach to education.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, which is fascinating.
Yeah.
And it makes you think, how much of a role does that kind of early support play?
It does. It really makes you wonder, I think about like my own childhood.
Yeah.
And I wonder if...
Did you have that?
I mean, I had supportive parents.
Yeah.
But not in that way,
Not in that kind of very focused way?
Focused and intentional.
Intentional, yeah.
They were very much like, you figure out what you want to do and we'll support you.
Yeah.
But this was like, no, we have this vision.
We're going to do that.
And this is what we're going to do.
Yeah. Yeah, and they homeschooled all three of their daughters.
They did. It was very unconventional.
Very unconventional, yeah.
Yeah.
And there was some controversy around that too, right?
Oh, absolutely. There were a lot of people who criticized their methods.
People thought they were, pushing their kids too hard.
Right, pushing them too hard, robbing them of a normal childhood.
Yeah.
But, from Susan's account, it doesn't seem like that at all.
It really doesn't.
It seems like they genuinely loved the game.
Yeah.
And it was all very much, encouraged by their own passions.
Yeah, it seemed like fun for them.
Yeah, like a family activity.
Yeah, like a big adventure.
Exactly. And I think that's key.
Totally.
When you look at their success, it wasn't just drilling and practice.
Right.
It was cultivating a love for learning and for the game itself.
Yeah, it was about fostering that intrinsic motivation.
Yes, exactly. Right.
Like you were saying earlier, it's one thing to be like, you have to do this, you have to do that.
Right.
But when it comes from a place of joy and genuine interest.
Yeah, the results are just different.
The results are different. You're going to stick with it longer.
You're more resilient.
You're going to be more creative. You're going to think outside the box.
Exactly.
Which is, I think, crucial in any field, but especially in something like chess.
Yeah, where you have to constantly be adapting and strategizing and thinking ahead.
Yeah, and I think the book also does a great job of capturing, those early days of Susan's, immersion in the world of chess.
Like her first tournament? Do you remember that part?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the way she describes her father introducing her to the game.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's unlocking a secret world for her.
It's like a magical thing.
Yeah, it's magical.
Yeah.
And you can just feel her excitement as she starts to grasp strategies and the possibilities,
Yeah, like she's opening up this whole new dimension of thinking.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And the fact that she was beating adults.
At such a young age.
At like 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing.
It's incredible.
And, obviously talent plays a role.
Of course.
But I think it's also a testament to
the environment.
The environment, yeah.
Yeah, she was in.
And the encouragement that she received.
Absolutely.
And speaking of obstacles, you mentioned them earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, reading about her determination to compete at the highest levels, despite facing, all the skepticism.
And prejudice.
And prejudice.
Just because she was a girl.
Yeah.
in this world.
It's infuriating.
It's so frustrating.
It's so frustrating, you know?
Like you want to reach through the pages and shake people.
I know, right?
But
You
yeah.
know, you read these accounts of these dismissive attitudes.
Yeah.
Even when she was beating top players.
Even when she was winning.
Yeah.
It's like they couldn't wrap their heads around it.
It's like they had this preconceived notion of what a chess player should be.
What a chess player should look like.
And it wasn't her.
And it wasn't a young girl.
Yeah, and it's just sad. Yeah.
It's a reflection of a larger societal issue.
Totally.
You know, the undervaluing and underestimating
Of women.
of women in intellectual fields.
And it's not just chess, right?
And not at all. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. It's in science, it's in tech, it's in academia.
You name it.
And it's, you know, it's something that we still grapple with today.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so to see her, you know, breaking through those barriers, it's incredibly inspiring.
It's so powerful.
Yeah.
Because it shows you that it is possible.
To defy those expectations.
Yeah, to overcome those limitations.
Yeah, and to achieve greatness.
Absolutely.
On your own terms.
Yes.
And I think another thing that struck me about the book was the political obstacles that she faced.
Oh, yeah. That was really tough to read about.
It was really tough, you know.
Especially during the Cold War.
Yeah.
The travel restrictions.
The government interference.
It's like they couldn't separate her talent from
politics.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, you know.
It's so frustrating.
This is a young woman.
She just wants to play chess.
Who's brilliant at what she does.
Yeah.
Let her play.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, what could she have achieved
if she hadn't had to deal with all of that?
If she hadn't had those limitations.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard not to think about that.
It is, but it also makes her accomplishment
Even more impressive.
even more impressive. Yeah.
That she was able to achieve what she did.
Despite all of that.
Despite all of that.
Yeah.
It's really remarkable.
It is.
So overall,
Yeah.
I found Rebel Queen to be just an incredible read.
Me too.
I mean, it's compelling, it's insightful, it's inspiring.
And it's so well written.
Yeah.
You really feel like you're there with her.
You're right there with her.
Experiencing everything.
Experiencing everything.
Yeah.
The highs, the lows, the frustrations.
The triumphs.
The triumphs.
Yeah.
It's a really powerful story.
It is.
And I would give it...
What would you give it?
I would give it a solid 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
It's great. I would agree with that rating.
Yeah, it's a great book.
It's a great book.
And I highly recommend it to anyone who's interested in, you know, not just chess,
Right.
but in stories of resilience,
Of overcoming adversity.
of challenging the status quo,
Of pursuing your passions.
of pursuing your passion.
Yeah.
It's really a story for everyone.
I think so.
Yeah, so that was our deep dive
Into Rebel Queen.
into Susan Polgar's Rebel Queen.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed this conversation,
Yeah.
be sure to like and subscribe
Yeah.
to the show
Don't forget to hit that notification bell.
so you don't miss out on any of our future deep dives.
We have some great stuff coming up.
We do. We have some exciting stuff planned.
Yeah, so stay tuned.
And also, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
What was your favorite moment
From Susan's story.
from Susan's story?
Or from our discussion.
Yeah. Or if you've read the book,
Mm-hmm.
what were your thoughts?
Share your insights.
Share your insights. Leave a comment below.
Yeah, we love reading your comments.
We love hearing from you guys.
It's always great to get different perspectives.
And if you know someone who might enjoy this deep dive,
Please share it.
share it.
Spread the word.
Spread the word. Yeah,
We believe everyone has a story to tell.
Exactly. And Susan Polgar's story
Is one that deserves to be heard.
definitely deserves to be heard.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.